What's going on, everybody? Eddie Dowd back again with Brian Sachs. I'm a Maryland real estate agent. He's a Maryland mortgage lender as well as multiple other states. And we come to you every single Thursday with another video educating you on something to do with real estate. Our goal is to make people more educated. So we come to you every Thursday. Typically, you see me, I got the suit on and everything. Currently out of town, but I want to stay loyal to our every Thursday schedule. And here we are, and you get to see me in casual wear. But Brian, today we're going to talk about the different types of houses there are and different problems that you may encounter with the houses, the pros, the cons, the whole nine. Brian, care to elaborate?
No.
No.
Yes, I care to elaborate. So, it's important to know when you're out looking at properties, what your lifestyle needs are. So, if you're a young family or maybe single or just newlyweds, whatever, or even someone that's a senior, maybe downsizing, it's important to know what kind of properties are out there to fit your lifestyle. So, there are homes. That's simple enough, right? You have an individual home, you own the lot, you own the house, and everything's fine. Or you could have an attached home, like a row home in Baltimore City, row homes in other places as well. You might also decide you want a condo. Let me explain what a condo is. In a condominium, you own the interior of your unit. The condo association, which is usually made up of all the owners, own the exterior. So they're in charge of maintaining all the common areas. And that's both inside and outside. They're in charge of taking care generally of snow removal. They're generally responsible for the roof. They may have amenities like a pool or a clubhouse or a tennis court, and they're responsible for that as well. So you own the inside, they own the outside, and that's how a condominium works. Generally, with a condominium, you're buying that because it's a lifestyle. You come home, no fuss, no muss. You don't have to worry about gardening, snow removal, mowing the lawn or anything else. There's also something now when you own a house or a townhome, you're in charge of all of it. You're responsible for everything, right? The inside, the outside. Snows, you better remove it. Roof is leaking, you better fix it. There are also homeowner associations. They're called PUDs, planned unit developments. So sometimes you go into a single family or a townhome community, and there's a monthly fee, $40, $50, $100. It just depends on where it is, but you own your home. You are still responsible for the interior and the exterior, but they will take care of common areas. If there's a playground, your association dues go to that. Snow removal, landscaping of the common areas. So that's what's called a PUD. And generally, they have restrictions on the way the neighborhood looks, so to speak. So, like if you want to put on a deck or you want to paint your house purple, you got to get approval from the association, and they're trying to really protect everyone's value and have some symmetry. Then there's something called a co-op. And the way a co-op works is you don't own real estate at all. You own shares in a corporation. Washington, full of co-ops. New York, full of co-ops. Baltimore, not so much. There's a few in the county, a few in the city. But basically, you're buying shares in a corporation, and the corporation owns the property. When you go to sell it, you're selling your shares in that corporation. And they, again, take care of the interior, exterior, literally everything. So I think it's important to know just what you're buying and the different types of real estate out there. I know sometimes people go look at condos and they have a large fee. I mean, I've seen condo fees be 150 and I've seen them be 1,250. So it
Mhm.
really just depends on the property and the facility and, just a good idea to have some understanding of what types of property are out there. So what do you think, Eddie?
Yeah, exactly. And some people have experienced and known somebody that's lived in every home, and some people haven't. Me personally, I think it's a funny story. I grew up in the country, so most everybody's house was mostly ranchers. We all grew up in ranchers for the most part. You had some split levels and stuff like that. But I had a friend. We were into our 20s. I was already selling real estate and everything, but he hadn't quite left the area, and he said, oh, at the time I was living in a townhome, and he said, so how does a townhome work? I'm like, what do you mean, how does it work? And he's like, well, it's like, so like he didn't understand the concept of like there's a house next to yours, but it's not your house, and it's like you walk up the stairs and there's bedrooms there, and I had to explain it to him. And if you're in real estate or you just travel around and have a big circle of area of different friends and different that brings you into different places of living, these things seem to be common knowledge, but in reality somebody might be watching this video thinking it's silly because, oh, everybody knows that. But there are people, and I know people that have never even been in a row house or in a townhouse. So this may be very educational to those, and maybe you heard something today, and you're thinking, you know what, I'm always complaining about this type of house that I live in, and let me give Eddie and Brian a call and see if I can get approved to get a condo, because that sounds great. I'm tired of shoveling the snow. And I'm all right with maybe paying a little bit of a fee to not have that overhead on and stress on myself. So there's so many different houses for different lifestyles, and yours might not be the same as mine, but that's the beauty of the country that we live in, and the real estate that's available to us is, there's a house for you and there's a house for me. But let's make it be. So give us a call. Brian, how can they call you?
443-471-8557.
And you guys can reach me at 410-588-6536. And hey, guys, remember, maybe you're just watching this. Maybe you were just enlightened to the idea of a condo and you want to buy it, and it's going to be in the future. That home funded link that'll be posted below, go ahead, click that link, fill it out, and you'll be able to start to contribute there. Spread the word, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell whoever that you're looking to buy a home, and anything could help. If they contribute there, we're going to give you up to $2,000 to go in to help you get into your next home. So great program. There's so many great programs. We've done whole episodes on just the programs that Brian has with CMG. But that's just one right there. But yeah, give us a call. If you got any questions, post them below, and we'll be back next Thursday.